Your 5th place qualifier. He's a big man with a teddy bear heart. He shoots for Matthews from Rockport, Indiana, Ray Young. And in 4th place, from Tecumseh, Michigan, he's a sculptor of young archery minds, shooting for Hoyt, Jamie Drouillard. Your 3rd place qualifier from Mill Spring, North Carolina, he's always early, shooting for Darton Archery, Bill McCall. And in 2nd place, from Boswell, Pennsylvania, he's a shop owner, he's an investor, he fletches his own lasers. Shooting for Hoyt, Tony Tazza. And your 1st place qualifier, he's from the heartland of the United States. He's a farmer, he's a proud grandpa of Ricky and Rosie. Shooting for Matthews, Jeff Hopkins.
Okay, Jeff built himself a really nice.
All right, Darren, so folks who may not have ever heard of Jeff Hopkins before, he is a legend in this game.
He is. From 1997 to probably 2007, Jeff had only lost Shooter of the Year one time to Dan McCarthy. And I mean, he's won so many tournaments, unbelievable. And as you get older, your vision goes a little bit, your ability goes a little bit. Jeff shot 226 yesterday. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He killed it, and we shot a tough range. I mean, he shot 13 12s with no 8, shot a clean round, 226 points. And I said, Jeff, I couldn't have done that with a rangefinder. And he's like, yeah, I guess it was a good round. So, man.
And he was sick as a dog.
I know. He was up all night, didn't get much sleep, sick the night before. But, man, oh, man, what an impressive round. And Jeff has still got it, obviously. But, Tony, Bill, Jamie, Ray, this is going to be a good shoot down. But Jeff is definitely in the driver's seat. There's a good look at Jamie. 4-fletch. I talk about 4-fletch all the time. He's not going to like that.
Left, no.
Ray Young went at the 14.
Yep.
I think he caught the 8 line, but that's what you do when you're in 5th, is you just go for it.
So Jeff is up first on the Antelope. And
he has the cone out for upper, though.
Yeah. Comes out with a 10 for Jeff Hopkins. 436.
Got it.
Yeah, Jeff said yesterday was just one of those rounds you dream about. He saw the numbers, he made the shots, everything was clicking.
Yeah. Tony called the upper.
Tony Tazza.
Man, Tony just doesn't make many mistakes.
No.
425.
He's probably wishing there was a turkey out here. He got that free turkey in the last shoot from Mike Tyrell.
I saw Tony had an odd number, so that means he shot a 5 in qualification. And I asked him, I said, what target was it? Did he get that? We'll talk about that in a second. Did Billy get that 12?
Boy, that's under there.
I think he's got it.
Yeah, that line is so distorted.
It's that exact target that I was getting ready to talk about. We shot a black buck yesterday that was tough.
Yep.
Billy McCall, 417 now. But I asked Tony, I said, what'd you shoot the 5 on? The black buck? He's like, yep. I said, hi, yep. He probably hit my arrow hole. It was so tricky. Another one that just kind of knocked my socks off out there. But what point of all that being, Tony doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Right.
So for him to shoot a 5, it is unusual. He just kind of chips along, pecks away at it, and he's always in the mix.
That's going to be an 8.
I think so.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a 5. Yeah, that's an 8. For Jamie there.
Puts him to 411. So Bill's 12. He just gained 6. He just widened the gap from 3rd and 4th to 6 points now.
Ray Young.
That's going to be a 5 for Ray to put him in a 406.
11 years he's been shooting pro.
So Jeff had a 13-point lead. Tony did shoot a 12. Jeff shot a 10, so the lead is now 11.
I'm sorry, 436 with 17 bonus rings, and Tony's at 425 with 14 bonus rings.
Jeff's job is to keep it in a 10 ring.
Yeah. And Jeff is, you know, you're going to see his bow there. You're going to see that it is camouflage. It is generally considered a hunting bow. It's the Matthews Phase 4. But we'll get to that in a second, because here's that cool shot again, Darren, where the archers are over top of the targets they're shooting at. So you can see exactly
This is cool.
where they're shooting.
Every time I've seen that, I said, this is cool. And it is. This is a really, really good set. Really, really good view for everybody.
Yeah.
Jamie's at full draw first on the right side of your screen. So he's shooting the wolf. I don't know if he called up or not. He probably didn't. He's just over that lower. Billy's shooting that long hyena in the middle. He's just right of the lower 12 and called upper, so he misjudged it a couple yards because he's got his cone in front, so that means he called for upper. Tony did not call upper, and he's shooting at the black buck, maybe because he can see those arrow holes. See those dark spots? Those are easy to aim off of. Smoked
And
it.
there you go.
Right on cue, TT.
2 for 2 is Tony Tazza. I mean, he's going to make Jeff work for it.
Yeah. Tony's judging good. Tony judges good, so that means his numbers are right.
So this is Ray Young up first on the antelope. He's going to take
points.
a 10. 419.
416
For
Ray.
419, I think. He shoot an 8.
He shot a 5.
Oh, he shot a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Gotcha.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I believe. 10 for Jeff.
That's Jeff.
That's what he needs to do. 4-4-6.
Yep. Yeah, his bow is the Matthews Phase 4, which is generally considered a hunting bow, but he likes it so much he decided to use it as a target bow. No question about that one.
437. So now the lead is 9.
You were correct about Ray Young. I missed that one.
He's now within 9 points of Jeff and only 2 bonus rings behind.
I like Tony's red and white Easton hat. Matches his Hoyt jersey.
Yeah, it's color coordinated.
That's no
today.
accident right there. That's no accident. 10 for Billy. 427.
Who called the upper 12.
There's Vincent Grimm right in the middle there in the PSE jersey. We saw him earlier in the senior known pro shoot down.
He got him a second place finish.
Took his first podium.
Solid 10 for Jamie.
Jamie.
421.
Okay.
Now, if Tony were to hit another 12 and get this thing within 5 or 7 points, it turns to a little bit of a different game, especially if Jeff were to make a mistake. Again, his job is to keep it in the 10 ring, so make Tony continue to have to hit those rings and catch you.
Camera's not catching it. What the heck?
Yeah, Jeff is a good example of the need for that speed restriction because he's like 6'8" with a. He's probably got a 38-inch draw length. Not really, but
he's a big man.
He is.
That's like a 34-inch bow that he's shooting. It looks like a toy in his hands. There's another good look at Jamie there. Good strong shot.
He did not call upper.
He did not call upper. There's Billy McCall. Nathan said he was always early. He was being sarcastic.
I believe so.
He was being a little bit sarcastic. Billy moves at his own pace.
Relaxing his hand.
He's readjusting that release at full draw. That's interesting. Trying to get steady, continue to pull.
The bow.
10.
Yeah, saw that bow wobble just before he shot it.
Jamie Drouillard currently at 421.
Good look at Tony shooting that long hyena.
Look at that
Boom.
thing.
Pretty arrow flight, Tony.
Man,
Good 10.
center 10.
Pretty arrow flight.
All right, first up, Jamie Drouillard. That's going to be a 12. Oh, no, he did not call upper.
Yep. 431 for Jamie.
You must call the upper for it to be in play. Otherwise, only the lower is worth 12 points.
I think Jamie's first shoot down ever was here last year. I remember watching. I think it was his first one. So he likes Minden, Louisiana.
Yeah.
He's back out there again. Is this Ray?
This is Ray.
See, that's just such a hard
That's
line
a
to
tough
see.
one.
It's an 8. He got the 8.
Yep.
4, 2, 4 for Mr. Ray. Ray's he's from Southern Indiana. He's such a soft-spoken fella. Man, a few words.
Yep.
There's Big Jeff.
Ooh.
Not.
That's kind of what Tony needs to happen. He needs
he
mistakes.
has to. Yeah, that's not what Jeff wants to do.
Right.
454. Tony shot the longest target there. He did get a 10 on this hyena, but see that a 4-point swing right there. If Tony were to 12, that would have been humongous.
Yeah. He cut it down to 7.
Mm-hmm.
10.
4, 4, 7. Down to 7 with 2 to go in regulation.
And he's coming up to one of the shorter targets on the course here in this Wolf. There's Casey Koffel, U.S. Olympian right there, waving her hand.
World famous
Yes.
Casey Koffel.
She just won a World Cup team gold medal in Antalya with Brady Ellison in Olympic recurve.
10 for Billy.
Casey's going to be competing here this weekend in Olympic recurve. She shot around today because she's not too far away in Texas, so she
nice.
came over to compete.
Came over to play. Yeah. I like it.
Jefferson first, Tony's in second.
But back to the action at hand.
Jamie's in the fourth, and Ray is in fifth. Now you can move to the next target. Thank you, Billy.
All right.
Did you catch me on that error?
So now, Darren, Jeff moves to the longest target out there. Tony moves to one of the shorter targets out there.
And this is hard. I mean, Tony's in a tough spot. If he wants to really make a move to win, a 14 would be amazing here. He's got a pretty good lock on second place right now. But again, if he wants to win, this is the target to try the 14 on. I don't know that I would do that if I was in his shoes, but I'm not Tony Tazza.
He still has I don't want to say easy, but one of the other short ones in the Antelope coming up next.
I don't see his cone in the back. He did move out. He did call upper 12. He's looking right now through binos to see what Jeff did.
Jeff shot a 10.
Shoots a 10.
Okay.
So Tony may just shoot at the 12, or he may go for the 14. I'm not sure. He did look over to see what Jeff did before he came to full draw. He called upper and he got it.
Yeah, he will have it on that angle of the target. The top of that arrow is going to cut that line.
Look at Billy settling in. Shooting those big Silent Night veins on there. They'll guide that arrow. Good 10 for Billy. Yep. Tony's chipping away.
Chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. All right, let's go to Bill McCall on the Antelope.
That'll move him to 447.
Next, we go to Jamie.
Jamie did not call upper, and so that's 10 points for Jamie. 441.
Next up, Ray Young.
It's a good looking arrow. I don't think he called upper, and I think he's got that thing.
There we go.
12 points.
12 for Ray Young.
436 for Ray.
Here's the competition.
All right.
It's a tricky little target.
Mike Tyrrell's noting for the floor that here's the competition here. Jeff and Tony.
10 for
Jeff takes a 10 on the longest target out there.
Let's see what Tony's got.
4-6-4 for Jeff.
Tony's gonna chip a couple more away.
He's going to have it within 5 points here. So he's trimmed 8 points off that.
With
3 12s and Jeff shot at 8, so that made the 8-point swing.
got it.
459.
Shooting those big Easton super drives is Tony Tazza.
Now within 5 points of Jeff Hopkins. And one
So
bonus
we've got
ring behind.
this last arrow, Darren, and then the 6th and final arrow.
Decision
And
maker
Tony
will
put the
allocate
cone out front. Do you think he's thinking 14?
I don't. I think he's going to try to shoot a 12 here, but I'm curious what Jeff does. Jeff's not here for, I don't know. I don't think Jeff would shoot at this 14, but it wouldn't surprise me if he would. He's shooting the shortest target.
He's known to take some chances.
He's known to take some risks. If he would miss in the 8 ring, he still probably has the lead depending on what Tony does. But if he hits it, he would almost ensure his win. So I don't know. Big arrow. If it was me, I would be trying to pound the 12 right here if I was Jeff. Because if you hit the 12 and Tony hits 12, you still take a 5-point lead into the final arrow, and that's a great place to be.
Tony is just glassing.
Jeff shot at the 12. I don't know what he got, but he at least got 10 points. Good strong shot from Jamie.
He did not call the upper. There's Tony. All right.
Tony did call upper.
Yep.
And,
and he got it. 14.
He shot the 14. Are you
went
kidding
for
me?
it. Wow.
That changes things. Tony Tazza, you are a beast.
Bill McCall. You
Got a
talk
team.
about another man of few words. Tony doesn't say much, but he's got one of those senses of humor. When he does say something, it's funny.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Good look at Jeff right there. He just got a 10.
Center 10. There's Tony.
So it's going to be
Wow.
a 1-point lead. That is crazy. 473, is that right?
A 14. Yes, you're correct.
Wow. Tony Tazza, great shoot-off so far. Jeff's got to be like, what just happened?
At that.
And he did what he was supposed to do other than one arrow, kept it in the 10 ring, but Tony just went after it.
As Tony said at the last tournament, he's just had a string of these seconds and thirds, and it was kind of eating at him.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna make it difficult anyway.
No doubt.
Yep, Jamie did not call that one.
51. Mr. Ray Young on that long hyena.
Yeah, they kind of put that one in the corner. Even. It's
That's
as
about
far away as they could get it.
Yeah, that's as far as they could make it. Ray's going to take don't know.
That's one of those funny ones.
Yeah, it's got a real wide line there at the top, and you see how it's got it rolled over?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Yeah, okay.
446.
And now let's see
Again, what Scott Parrott, director of judges out there, says he looks for is clear evidence that it is not in. And if there isn't, he's going to give him the points. Doesn't want to take anything away from anybody. Waving from the crowd there. There's Jeff's center 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. Tony took 12 points off that lead in 5 arrows. That's big.
We have a 1-point game here,
Yeah.
Darren.
This is, I mean, I can't imagine how either one of them are feeling. Tony's like, man, oh man, and Jeff's like, man, oh man. I mean, it really is. That's crazy.
Yeah, Bill McCall's going to finish in 3rd. Jamie Drouillard's going to finish 4th. Ray Young is going to be in 5th. And we're just going to have it down to these 2 heavy hitters out here.
Jeff is going to get a shoot last, but Tony can really put the pressure on depending on what he does here.
Jeff won our first event in Foley. Tony, of course, won our last one in Fort Benning. So once again, it comes down to the last 2.
Yeah.
Last 2 winners.
And we'll see if he can continue this good streak, or Mr. Hopkins can defend
So Jeff hasn't really, I mean, he had the one mistake, the 8, but he hasn't shot bad.
No, he just didn't hit any rings.
Yeah.
And Tony hit 4 out of 5.
Tony has shot great.
So Tony went 12, 10. No, that's Billy. Tony went 12, 12, 10, 12, 14.
Unknown distance.
Yeah, and so he shot 8 up there. No, 4, 6, 8, 10 up. And when Jeff shot the 8, he dropped 2, so that made the 12-point difference. That's why it's down to 1 point right now. And
10 up in 5 targets.
Yeah, and Jeff shot 10, 10, 8, 10, 10. He only gave up 2, so he didn't shoot bad. Tony just mashed the gas and said, watch this, boys.
Wow.
It's up there. We'll start your 1 minute now.
The thing is, you're not going to rattle Jeff Hopkins.
No,
You're just not.
You're not. And Tony's cool, and Tony can put the pressure on with either ring here. If he shoots a 12, Jeff has to shoot a 12 to win. If he shoots a 14, Jeff has to shoot a 14 to win. So it's up to Tony, you know, what he wants to do. But if he hits a ring, Jeff's going to have to hit a ring to win. Tony shoots a 12, puts him at 485. He's 11 points behind. Jeff has to shoot a 12. A 10 will not help him.
I know Jeff has his wife Tara and son Scott in the stands here. Tony, if his wife Brenda's not here, I know she's glued to the TV at home.
Yep.
1 point.
So apparently Brenda Tazza has commented on the feed that she is going crazy at home watching.
Brenda, your husband's got some serious game. I know you knew that, and I don't need to reassure you of that, but he has shot a fantastic shoot down to this point, and it's not over yet.
All right, sir, if you're ready.
I'm a little bit nervous. I like this.
Me too.
I got a little stuff going on here, and maybe I need to go pee or something. I don't know.
We're not doing anything. All right, here
Let's
we go.
see what happens.
Oh, did he get it?
That is so close.
I don't know.
I think it's just left.
I think it is.
He's trying to throw it.
He did it. He went for it.
So we do or die.
Wow.
I mean, he had the number exactly right.
He did. Oh,
Just left of it
just
for an 8.
left.
4, 8, 1. Jeff needs 8 points. Jeff needs 8 points to win. He's 7 points behind Tony right now. Anything inside the kill zone, and Jeff will squeak out this victory.
Good try there, Tony.
10 or better to win. I'm sorry, an 8 or better to win. Jeff needs at least an 8. And if he's ready, the start is 1 minute now.
He's going to aim
Here
center.
we go.
He's going to aim center 10 right here.
Yep.
Make the best shot he can make. 12.
And why not hit a 12?
Why not hit a 12?
Yeah. That's the way to finish it.
486.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's good.
What?
It would have been really cool to see Tony make that comeback, and I'd have felt bad for Jeff. But Jeff earned this victory yesterday.
Yes. Such a crazy round he shot yesterday.
Yeah.
That was definitely a storybook weekend for him, so you wanted to see him close
sure.
it out. Jeff Hopkins, we were just talking about it there with the day you had yesterday. That probably ended a little tighter than you wanted.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to the farm, get on the tractor and plant some corn and do something else, because that was a little stressful out there. But good, hats off to everybody. But Tony shot phenomenal out here, and typical Tony. Tony usually does shoot pretty good. So Yeah, great round yesterday, and held it together today. And this game is ups and downs and all around. So it's a fun game, but that was a little annoying out there right then.
Jeff, what goes through your mind when you see Tony shoot 12, 12, 10, 12, 14? I mean, what are you thinking when that's happening out there?
I've done it to him before, so I guess it was time for him to do it to me. So,
Very good.
yeah,
Man, congrats on that round yesterday. That was world class, and congrats on your win. You never quit impressing us.
Yeah, I just got to do what you got to do and keep him in the 10 ring when you have to, and go for it when you have to, and somehow, some way it works out. It's meant to be.
Great finish to a great weekend, Jeff.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We have Open Pro Division coming up next here at the Civic Bossier Center at the Easton Hoyt Pro-Am. We will be right back.